Tonight, with one day to go before Election Day, our new reporting on the issues that matter most to voters as Republicans grow increasingly optimistic they'll have a good night.
We are going to have a red tsunami on Tuesday. Let's go vote.
The final pitch to voters. Our team is out on the trail covering the key races, talking to the American people.
If you don't vote, you can't talk.
The latest from the battlegrounds of Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Arizona. Trump ready to announce?
We are going to take back that big, beautiful, magnificent White House.
CBS's Robert Costa on the signs the former president is looking to capitalize on Republican victories. Eye on America, pressured parents, the key voting bloc, fed up with inflation and education. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns talks to moms and dads in Pennsylvania.
What is the most important issue as you are casting your ballot?
State of emergency. Parts of Florida now under a hurricane watch where the storm could hit. And the largest lottery prize ever. How much money could you take home if you win the Powerball?
This is a special edition of the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell, reporting tonight from CBS News Election Headquarters in Times Square.
Good evening to our viewers in the West, and thank you for joining us on the eve of a big night in this country, Election Day. Tonight, it's the final chance for Democrats and Republicans to deliver their closing arguments. Hundreds of candidates are making one last push to get out the vote ahead of Election Day. With control of the Senate and the House on the ballot, both parties are pulling out all the stops, with President Joe Biden, former Presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump all hitting the campaign trail. In Georgia, a record 2.5 million voters have already cast their ballots in early voting, where Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock is in a dead heat with Republican Herschel Walker. We have our team of correspondents in battleground states across the country to cover the key races in this historic election. And CBS's Nicole Killian will start us off tonight from Kennesaw, Georgia. Good evening, Nicole.
Hey, good evening to you, Norah. More than 40 million people have already cast their ballots nationwide. And here in Georgia, the state hit an all-time record in the midterms for early voting. But today was really about trying to get the message out to those remaining voters who will cast their ballots Election Day. On the last full day of campaigning, a final plea to get out the vote.
You show up for me for one more day. I'll show up for you for 6 more years.
Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock is fighting to keep his job over Republican challenger Herschel Walker.
You got to vote for something new in this start in November.
The race is locked in a virtual tie, and if no candidate gets over 50%, it could head to a runoff in December.
Norah?
A fascinating roundtable. Caitlin Huey-Burns, thank you. And a reminder, we will have full coverage of the 2022 midterm elections tomorrow night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and we'll see you then. Tonight, hurricane watches are posted along a 250-mile stretch of Florida's east coast. The latest on the storm threat when we return. Tonight, a rare November hurricane watch is posted along Florida's Atlantic coast, and a state of emergency has been declared for 34 counties. Subtropical storm Nicole is expected to become a hurricane before making landfall in Florida Thursday morning. Up to half a foot of rain could fall from West Palm Beach to Jacksonville. In a new interview tonight, husband saying it will have an impact on her decision whether to retire. Pelosi says Capitol Police knocked on her door in Washington early that morning, telling her that her husband had been violently assaulted. Pelosi was terrified. All right, the biggest lottery jackpot in history is up for grabs tonight. That story when we return. Tonight, the largest lottery prize ever is on the line. No one has hit the Powerball jackpot in more than 3 months, and soon find out if someone beats the 292 million to 1 odds of winning. And we'll be right back with a preview of our election night headquarters. We want to show you around the CBS News election night headquarters. We have some brand new features that will help us tell the story of your vote and how it will shape the future of our country. This is where we will begin, joined by my brilliant colleagues, Face the Nation's Margaret Brennan, our chief political analyst, John Dickerson, CBS Morning's Gail King. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Norah.
And Ed O'Keefe here will be tracking all of the interesting races. We have correspondents all across the country contributing to the smartest coverage on television. And of course, during the night, we've got Nancy Cordes and Robert Costa, who are going to have all the latest reporting. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. And then this is our democracy desk. This is a first where we'll be tracking the risks to our electoral process. Scott McFarlane, of course, is going to be able to show us the different paths for both parties in their quest for control of Congress. Election law expert David Becker and Jeff Pegues all here with us as well. And if you come over this way with me, there's something really cool that we have. We have cutting edge, never before seen technology. We can do things like bring you the Capitol Rotunda right inside our election headquarters. Pretty awesome, right? And then the decision desk. This is really important. This is where we're going to deliver all the up-to-the-minute race ratings and updates, along with projections for all the key races. This midterm election has real-world implications, so we will all here cover the issues that you care about, like the economy, crime, immigration, abortion, and more. So I hope you will join us all tomorrow night. Our coverage begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, right here on CBS News. And don't forget to vote. Good night.